Have you ever recorded an entire drum kit with a single mic? I've been using a mic positioning technique that allows me to record the whole drum kit with a single mic while keeping it natural and balanced. I use this technique mostly for room mics, as my overheads, I process them as cymbal mics, so I always definitely need room mics in order to be able to glue my drums. So room mics are very important for me, but you don't need to use this technique for room mics. You can use this technique if you're going to record a demo or an idea and you don't have the gear, the time, or the knowledge to assemble a full recording set. You can use this single mic and you will retain definition in your drum recording. You'll need a large diaphragm condenser mic. Yes, a dynamic mic will work as well, like the Shure SM57, but a large diaphragm condenser mic will work way better. I usually use the Rode NT2A because it's a very reliable microphone and it gives me some extra options on the mic. Like the polarity switch, I always switch it to cardioid. The high pass filter, I set it to 40 Hertz, never to 80 Hertz, because I would lose my kick drum. I don't want to lose my kick drum, obviously. And the pad to -5 dB. And if the drum is a really heavy hitter, I might switch the pad to -10 dB. You'll want to place the mic behind the drum kit. How far will you place it is up to you. It depends on the results that you want to achieve, on the room you're recording in, and on the space that you have available. For example, I don't have much space in my room available behind the drum kit, so I place the mic very close to the drums, but that's okay because my room is very reverberant, and if I place the mic further away from the drums, it would sound messy and imperceptible, and that's not what we're aiming for. I place it about this height from the floor. It's near the floor, and I point it straight to the center, straight to the kick drum, using this 45-degree configuration. This is the front of the mic. Using this 45-degree configuration, I'm pointing down, so I'll avoid some of the cymbals in excess in my recording, but I'll avoid some of the cymbals in excess also because as my mic is tilted, the sound waves will not reach the mic all at the same time. So some of the shorter waves, aka the highs, will cancel each other, so I will end up with a darker sounding recording. Here I have a recording that a friend of mine played just for this demonstration. I only recorded with a single mic behind the drum kit. This recording is just an improvisation. It has no metronome or anything like that. Let's listen to it raw and processed. Okay, in my opinion, it sounds good right from the start. You can hear everything, even the toms that are further away, you can listen to them clearly. I started playing with it and I processed it a little bit like I would do if I would have to present a decent recording with just one mic. I'll show you what I've done. I'll switch between the two versions, the processed and the unprocessed, so you can hear the differences. The original version already sounded good, but I think I improved it a little bit with the processing. I mainly tried to remove some some frequencies that I wasn't enjoying that much, and also tried to remove a little bit of the sound of the room, because as I said, my room is very reverberant. I used a compressor, just regular compression to glue the drums, giving it a little bit of character, not too much. Then a multi-band compressor in this frequency from 890 Hz to 2.5K. I wanted to tame the snare a little bit because I think it was too loud, and I wanted to tame also the low and the kick drum with this multi-band compressor. Then I EQ'd it, basic EQ, boosted the top end, removed some of the boxiness, removed the low end, not too much because I want to keep the kick drum, and give it a little bit on the low mids or almost low end here, give it a little push. Then I EQ'd it again because there were some frequencies that I didn't like them, so I made a few cuts. Then I used the SPL Transit Designer. It's one of my favorite plugins, and I pushed the attack strongly. And then I added a few distortion with this plugin called SDRR22. I don't know if I say the name of the plugin correctly, Klanghelm, but it sounds very good to me, and it's very easy to dial in a cool sound. If I wanted to use this track, this recording as a room track with more mics, with the complete recording set, I would process it very differently, like I'm using in this track with this processing. Let's listen to the rooms version of the track. Yeah, totally different. I abused everything. I used the same compressor, but I compressed way more. Then I used another compressor. This one is more for character, but also to bring the first compressor mainly is intended to bring the room from on the recording. The complete opposite of what I've done with the first track that I processed to sound good on its own. Then I EQ'd, just removed the top end and the low end. Then I use this plugin again, but now with even more drive than on the other track. So let's compare the three tracks. It doesn't make a lot of sense to compare the three tracks because this last one is intended for a completely different use. But let's listen to the three tracks anyway. As you see, you can approach this recording in a variety of different ways. The way I see it, I think the main downside of this technique is that you will end up with a mono recording, so you will lack the clarity that you would only get with the stereo recording. But overall, I think this technique is really easy to apply and delivers really good results. So what are your thoughts on the results? Do you use some sort of similar technique? How do you place your room mics? Comment below, I want to hear all about it, and that's all for today. Bye.